Paula Davis, Beating Burnout at Work, Why Teams Hold the Secret to Wellbeing and Resilience. Welcome to the summarized insights of Beating Burnout at Work, Why Teams Hold the Secret to Wellbeing and Resilience, by Paula Davis. The book delves into the pervasive issue of burnout in various professional contexts, investigating its origins and ramifications. In this summary, you will discover the concept of VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, which encapsulates the stresses of the modern world, contributing to burnout. You'll also explore the characteristics and symptoms of burnout as well as practical strategies employed by organizations like the Mayo Clinic and the U.S. Army to combat this issue. Ultimately, you'll learn about the power of teams, the PRIMED acronym, and how building strong relationships, psychological safety, and fostering resilience can help prevent burnout.
Avoiding burnout. The term VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, was coined by the military to describe the fog of war, but it also describes today's world of unceasing change and increasing demands. Burnout affects all kinds of workers, from finance to technology to healthcare. Burnout in physicians not only affects the doctors themselves but also their patients, as burned out doctors are prone to medical errors. Burnout has three symptoms: extreme fatigue, a jaded outlook, and defeatism. These symptoms can manifest in physical and psychological ways such as headaches, insomnia, anxiety, depression, irritability, absenteeism, and apathy. Battling burnout in healthcare and the military. Work exhaustion is common in high-stress professions, especially healthcare and the military. However, the Mayo Clinic and the U.S. Army have implemented successful methods to reduce burnout. The Listen Act Develop framework from the Mayo Clinic and the comprehensive soldier and family fitness program from the Army have both acknowledged the issue and created methods to measure and address burnout. Leaders at the highest levels have also embraced the importance of preventing burnout, and at Mayo, increased leadership scores resulted in reduced burnout. The Army utilized the knowledge of a research group and the power of sharing stories to identify and address burnout symptoms. Additionally, the soldiers underwent resilience training, and upon completion, returned to their units to train their colleagues. These tactics have allowed the Mayo Clinic and the Army to tackle burnout effectively. By acknowledging the problem, providing leadership, and incorporating science and stories, these high-stress organizations have decreased burnout among their practitioners and soldiers. The power of teams. A team is a group of people working together to accomplish a specific goal. Effective teams have good communication, self-direction, and achieve their goals with lower instances of stress and burnout. Teams are powerful entities within organizations that are underutilized when it comes to preventing burnout. The acronym PRIMED summarizes the magic of teams: psychological safety, relationships, impact, mental health, energy, and design. The power of psychological safety. People achieve better outcomes at work when they feel a sense of belonging and comfort within a team. This environment of psychological safety allows employees to speak openly, take risks, and voice dissent without fear of repercussion. Not only does it improve well-being, but it also promotes early identification and resolution of problems. The three key components of psychological safety involve autonomy, belonging, and competence. When individuals feel in control of their decisions and contribute to a greater mission, they report lower burnout levels and an increased sense of accomplishment. The importance of interpersonal networks at work. The presence or absence of interpersonal networks in the workplace can either boost or hinder an employee's productivity, satisfaction, and loyalty. Building and maintaining strong relationships among team members is crucial to retain employees and improve team functioning, especially in discussing tough conversations. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed the importance of in-person connections. Managers must adapt to the virtual setting by frequently communicating team goals, celebrating victories, giving regular feedback, promoting transparency, and emphasizing shared goals to maintain team connections. Finding meaning in work. High-quality motivation derives from finding a job that aligns with your values and has a positive impact. Paula Davis, the author, emphasizes that meaning is a personal experience. Even those who start their careers with intrinsic motivation can burn out. To reduce the risk of work-related stress, the 20% rule suggests that people invest at least 20% of their time in activities they find meaningful. By reprioritizing tasks and making micro-changes, you will be more satisfied with your job, leading to a better mindset about your work. The power of self-efficacy. Confident individuals cope better with work-related stress. Workers with lower self-efficacy tend to complain and become cynical, leading to a drop in motivation. Building self-efficacy involves finding one specific thing to improve on and honing that skill. Mental strength has a significant impact on how individuals and teams experience stress. By focusing on building self-efficacy, individuals become more aware of their mindset and how it changes with challenges. Building effective and motivated teams. Effective teams prioritize resources, ask questions, and recognize fatigue or stress among themselves. A leader's positive energy is key to organizational success, while negative energy can weaken it. Burnout is contagious, and self-care can prevent it. Celebrating minor milestones can boost morale and create positive outcomes, decreased conflict and improved cooperation. Design thinking for resilience. How small changes in work design can impact resilience and job satisfaction, and why adopting a childlike approach to design thinking can be beneficial. The way workflows are designed can significantly influence employees' experiences at work and their long-term job satisfaction. Even small changes in workflow design can affect team members' resilience, either positively or negatively. This is why it is essential to focus on small, noticeable things, TNT, when it comes to designing workflows. Design thinking can be helpful in this regard, and while there are many resources available to learn about design thinking, the most important rule is to connect with your inner child. Children often excel in design thinking due to their humble curiosity, willingness to try new things, and ability to pivot. An experiment that illustrates this difference is the Spaghetti Tower Marshmallow Challenge. In this challenge, teams of about 4 people have 18 minutes to build a tower using spaghetti sticks, a marshmallow, string, and tape. Surprisingly, kindergarten kids outperform CEOs and lawyers in this contest due to their childlike traits. To improve team resilience and job satisfaction, leaders should adopt a childlike approach to design thinking by encouraging experimentation, trying new things, making small adjustments, and learning from failures. By doing so, they can build a team that thrives and achieves its goals.
In conclusion, Beating Burnout at Work by Paula Davis illuminates the growing incidence of burnout in the ever-changing VUCA-era workplace. Key takeaways from this summary include the importance of recognizing and addressing burnout, evidence-based interventions employed by organizations like the Mayo Clinic and the U.S. Army, and the vital role of healthy, supportive teams in mitigating work stress and burnout. By appreciating and enhancing the sense of psychological safety, fostering healthy relationships, imbuing work with meaning, promoting self-efficacy, and understanding the value of mental strength, we can develop more resilient, adaptive individuals and teams that thrive in the face of adversity. With the right guidance and a proactive approach, burnout can be effectively managed and prevented, leading to happier, healthier, and more productive work environments.